Mark Tank Evans reporting for Friday Night Glory. I'm out here at my house, the alma mater, Richardson High School. I got the man to the left of me, head coach, Mr. Greg Pels. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Great to see you guys as always.
Hey, we glad to be here. We all honor Coach Duke. What inspired that honoring Coach Duke thing?
You know, again, I tell this a lot to our kids and our community. One of the reasons I'm here and I believe in Richardson High School, one great academic institution. I mean, we are the 19th best public school in the state of Texas. Yes, the second piece is the history that's up on that wall. And so it shows that there's a lot of pride and tradition, not only in the school but in our community, and they want us to be successful. So Coach Duke's such a big piece of that. He is Richardson High School football. So there's not a better person to honor here doing it our second year. You know, last year we did Jeff Payne, and he was great. So it was great to have Coach Duke out tonight.
Well, I was glad to have him out here. I don't get to see him as much as I'd like to, but he coached me in high school, so I mean, seeing him was like seeing my father, seeing God or something. It was awesome. So how do you feel your boys did tonight? It looked like they got after each other pretty good.
It was good. I mean, a lot of good things, still a lot of things to clean up. You know, you get the some of the young kids out in front of some fans for the first time. And so I'll say this, during pregame, you know, when we practice pregame and go through all that, and you can still see some jitters. So the kids were excited, but it's good to go through that because they're going to have those in the fall. So for me, more than anything, I want them to go through that process and feel it. And then again, let the young guys get after it because they've worked really hard. It's also new for them coming from junior high. So really proud of them. A lot of things to improve on, though.
Yes, sir. I totally get it. I saw a lot of great things myself just out here spectating from the sideline. I saw some amazing athletic runs, some good catches, some great reads by the QBs. Do you have any individuals that you felt like stood out pretty good tonight?
I'm always going to brag on our O-line. Yeah. You know, they're the heart and soul of any football program, I think, that's worth their salt. And we want that to be ours here at Richardson. And then the flip side, the D-line. And those two groups really – you know, there's a lot of individuals in there, but if those two groups play well together as a unit, they make each other better in practice more than anybody else. And those are the two that I would say because we're a team, and we need to be a team, and it's going to take a team effort for us to be successful. So those two groups have done great.
I cannot argue with you more on those. Both sides of Big Uglies got after it tonight. Even the second units went out there and did their thing too. I was real impressed by that. As far as the things that you've built your foundation on over the last couple of years heading into year 3, what do you feel is the most important thing?
I would say this. Anytime you are new to a place, whether it's as an assistant coach, a coordinator, head football coach, for me, discipline is where it all begins because that ties in everything that goes on in the school building with their academics. It ties in everything that goes on in the weight room and in their second sports and on the football field and at home and being a good kid. So I feel like, you know, it's taken us some time, but I really feel like they understand why we harp on some of the little things. So now for us, and you really saw a lot in practice during the spring, was we were able to get better. We weren't, yes, we're still looking for discipline and those details, but those are becoming habits because they've heard them for, you know, 2 off seasons now. And so they understand if I'll do this, then I can just go play and get better. And when you're playing and getting better, then the team's getting better. So I'd say we're excited where we're at. But, again, we still got a long way to go. Then the most critical phase coming up is our summer rack program for all of our strength and conditioning for all of our athletes. Yeah. And we're excited about that. Each year that's grown, but that's the most important phase, not only for our football program, but for every sport we've got in our building.
Yeah, it's interesting that you brought up the discipline and the academics because I was talking to a couple of the players, and I think Demarius told me that y'all got to have a 775.
Yes, sir.
Or they got to go to tutoring.
Yes, sir. It's automatic. You got 75 or below, and you're an automatic 2 tutorials a week. And you need to make sure you turn those slips in, or there's some reminders from the position coach. So it's just, you know, our kids are great. Again, great academic climate. So you don't have to push them too hard, but they are kids, and I was a kid, and I made a lot of mistakes and pushed the envelope some. So, but our guys do a great job, and they've really done a great job of buying in more than anything else. So now it's just about getting better.
I'm with you. Last question for you. You know, I know you've put your program in, you're starting to build it. Have you been able to attract more of the athletes that are walking through the halls right now that aren't playing any sports? Have you attracted some of those guys to come out?
I would say this, you know, our junior class to be and our sophomore class to be, and then tonight we had a big junior high event. Yes. all of those guys are involved in everything. And that's what I want. That's what I mean, I was a baseball, football kid. I was the president of our journalism department and did the newspaper, even though I still can't spell. And my parents would tell me that. And that's what Richardson High allows us to do. So there's not many kids in our building that aren't involved in anything. So, all the right ones are out. We'll still take all comers. As long as you're willing to work hard and give everything you got every day, then there's a spot for you in this football program. So, but we're excited where we're at, and, we just got to keep getting better every day.
I love the sound of it. Once again, I'm here with the man on campus, Mr. Coach Greg Pels of the Richardson Varsity Eagle football team. Thanks for coming out and talk to us, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, brother.